Good morning. God, it's like you bounce between happy as fuck to just like a song hits and all of a sudden it is, wow, I've never seen someone in their like late 80s going 85. That is like the Nick Swartzen joke. But like happy as a clam, positive energy everywhere, and then it's just this quick song hits and it's like, oh fuck, there we are again, still there. There's a lot of processing. Fuck, this is the problem. To protect myself, to move on, to have a very, how do I say it? To make sure that I can move on properly, without setbacks, without being pulled backwards in progress, I have to do one of the most difficult things, which is cut this person out completely. Wall them off. It's tough. It is so fucking tough. Because I know they're going to struggle way harder than I am. And when you love someone, obviously, like, I'm sure a parent says it about a child, like, you don't want to see your kid struggle. I don't want to see the person that, I still love deeply and will for fucking, I don't know how long. I don't want to see them struggle. And when they reach out for help, like, I don't want to have to ignore them. But I've given everything, and I've given my soul, and I've given all that I can offer. And it was always take, me. It's not really true, but I still can't even like fully talk about it, but one of the things that happens in this case is that the finger is always pointed outwards before it finally finds its way inward. So, because the finger was pointed at me, God, it was pointed at me on my birthdays. Like, fuck. There's a lot to it. And I've been learning a lot. It was interesting because I was trying to learn more about this person through, I thought what were different issues, but it was all one issue. But regardless, as they'll point outwards, blame the other half for a lot of things until it finally falls upon them. I took away all the ammunition, because I became the best version of me. And for that I'm somewhat grateful, but the path that it take to get there, I would have liked a much better way. But the way is the way. And so the struggle lies within cutting, deep ties, deep emotional, spiritual, physical ties. That's really tough. I'm like, I don't know, man. I'm like broken. Not broken, but like, shit, dude. This is really difficult. It is probably the most painful. Actually, it is the most painful thing I've had to go through. It is the most difficult thing I've had to do. But it's taught me that, to love deeply, you have to be that vulnerable, and when shit goes wrong, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt a lot. And, there's a lot of players to the game that did me dirty. Did me real dirty. And I'll never forgive them. Not until my deathbed, because then I'll have to move on. Especially when they haven't even said sorry. It's like, fuck. You're going to have a lot of issues. In Qigong, it's talked about the fields that you have. And one of them is a karmic field. And I've talked to multiple people and they feel it too. But you pick up on that shit. Like when someone gives you a weird vibe, you pick up on it. I think a scientific way would be like a murderer now that's implanted on their heart. So now their heart will give off a different vibration when it beats. Think like electrical signal. It's probably the best way to be scientific about it for our more Western minds. But that's a different story. There are other players. I was done dirty. But and I found through this, there have been a lot of people that have been very supportive for me, and I can't thank you enough. Whoever it is, whoever watched, you guys are good people. People that have my back, the people that, reached out to me, the people that sometimes it just need a fucking ear, right? This is why I do this, is because I need to speak about this stuff, be open about it. Otherwise, it sits internal and causes more and more pain. Again, I don't care who watches. Do or don't. It doesn't matter. If it's out there, it's out there, and I'm free of it. But I guess the moral of the story is that, you gotta put some skin in the game. You have to be vulnerable. You have to open up. You have to give people your soul. And, that's gonna be on them if they do something wrong with it. They need to be clear communicators. And, sometimes you think they are, but if they've been not so honest with themselves and with other people all their lives, then what I heard in one podcast is like, think you're playing chopsticks, the other person's playing Beethoven. It's like like, and then they're just playing the symphony. You're like, oh fuck, I can't compete with this. When you're up against that, you won't know. And someone had mentioned red flags, like blah blah blah. It's like, how do you know something's a red flag when you've never even thought it would be a problem? Like if an alien came down and attacked me right now, it's like, well dude, how did you not see that fucking green laser beam coming? Because it's so fucking out of left field, dick. You don't see shit like that coming. And there's nothing you can do to prepare for it. I didn't even think it would be something I had to deal with. But I want everyone to know, who's ever watching, we'll get through it. It's gonna suck. Emotions are tough, but you have to let them process. You have to cry, you have to yell, you have to laugh, you gotta do all the weird shit when it's inappropriate, because it's gonna come on. Like the song that I was playing, it was, what was it? It was, I wish life was longer because there's gonna be so many goodbyes and I wish I could adjust. It was like something like that. I was like, yeah, there's gonna be a lot. Oh my God, after a 12 year, I have to say goodbye. Oh God, what if it happened? Oh God. sucks, man. It does. There's a lot of pain, but there was a lot of joy. You know, if I could go back, sure, I would change a couple things, but maybe not. Because without all that turmoil, I don't think I'd be on my path to become a Qigong doctor. You know, find someone that supports you in your dreams, not someone that's like, yeah, okay. There's a lot of things in retrospect. I'm like, man, this became pretty unhealthy at some point. Horse blinders, you know? Horse blinders. Just sometimes you don't see the other stuff because all you see is the good. Oh well. But I wish you the best. Whoever you are, whatever you're struggling with, you're going to get through it. It's going to suck. That's not a motorcycle. It's just a shadow, right? One insane person would be riding a motorcycle right now. It's going to suck. It's not going to be fun. But like someone said to me, they're like, I don't understand and I can't give you any sage advice. I said, but I can be a friend and I can listen. And that means more than anything. Because it's not, unless you've gone through it. Even if you've gone through it, doesn't matter. There's nothing you can say. You know, unless it's a situation you truly don't understand. In which case, you know, there are some things that can shed some light, but like, no one can just take the pain away. You have to work through it. I love you all. I do. I hope you have a great day.